I think once we realize we're spiritual beings, I think the rest will improve a little bit. Like the apathy, the struggles with work, the overthinking. Once we, I mean, I don't meditate on that enough. That I'm a mobile temple of the Holy Spirit, whether I like it or not. I've been
Hmm.
baptized, chrismated. Yes, I have my flaws. Yes, I have my many sins and weaknesses. But I think once we view ourselves as mini Christs or mobile Christs, then everything we do should have a spiritual flavor and element to it. Everything, you know, even our eating, our drinking, our interactions, social. And the reason why it's all the more spiritual, not just because we were created in God's image, but the mystery of the incarnation. God became man and blessed every domain of our humanity,
Hmm.
and he made it one with him, and so everything we do is a sanctified process. We're mysteries, and
Yeah.
that's probably why we're doing this podcast and trying to figure out what this mystery is all about, because we're a mystery that has been ordained by Christ himself.
I remember hearing someone talk about that too, about how God is the creator of everything, is in everything, even wood, like in objects and everything, right? Everything that's alive is alive because God keeps it alive. Everything,
Mm,
animals, ourselves, just
yeah.
anything around you. So everything can be like a way to connect with God. And you know people who live like that, right?
Yeah.
Where they can be in awe of like a wall,
Yeah.
or a tree, or
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe the wall is a little extreme, but
Yeah. No, I hear you.
and I think it's something like we live such a fast-paced life that we don't slow down and just really appreciate every little thing around
Yeah.
us. And the
Yeah.
more we're able to do that, the more we will feel God's presence in our life.
Yeah.
Um, and
Especially the
we,
outdoors, you mentioned looking at a tree. I don't do enough of that, to be honest with you, man.
well, I think about this all the time, actually, Abe. Like the way society is constructed, it's like it's constructed in a way where we're indoors an unhealthy amount of time. Like I do not
Yeah.
think a human being is supposed to be indoors. Like, add up the time you're sleeping plus the time, maybe you're working a desk job, or most jobs are indoors, even if they're not desk jobs, right? Um, that's like, I mean, it's gonna add up to like 20 hours of your day. Even the car's indoors. You
Yeah.
drive your car to go somewhere else indoors. Like people are not outdoors enough. It's like scary. It's
Yeah.
scary. I mean, forget the health benefits, right? Like a vitamin D, right? And all the vitamin D deficiency, but it's just like
Yeah.
it's unnatural. Like how can you experience God and his beauty and you're like in a 700 square foot room, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not right. Like just being able to look up, um, see the sun, see the clouds.
Yeah.
It's just different, you know.
Yeah. And that's why the monastics, they're very one with nature, whether the desert wilderness or a lot of the Russian ascetics, they lived in the wilderness, were friendly with animals, because you see God and his love and his grand design when you look at the wilderness and nature and so forth. So
Hmm.